In this video, we're going to take a look at how to create and use folders in Gmail. Now, the first thing to mention is that Gmail does call folders labels, so you'll hear me use those terms interchangeably throughout the video. We're going to take a look at three things. First of all, where to find your folders in Gmail. Secondly, how to put an email message into a folder. And third, how to create a new folder when you need to. First, we'll take a look at where your folders are located in Gmail. So on the Gmail screen, you'll see down the left-hand side below the Compose window a section where you'll find your folders. Now at the top, there's going to be some pre-made folders that you don't have control over, such as your inbox, important, sent, and drafts. But if you go down a little further, you'll start to see the area where your folders are at. Now you may already have folders here because you may have created them in the past, or perhaps they were created when your email was migrated over from Outlook, for example. If you do have folders that have subfolders inside of them, you'll see a little triangle to the left of the folder. If you give a click on that, it'll expand out and show you the subfolders, and you can keep doing that to drill down to the subfolders inside of each folder. Now that we know where the folders are located, the second thing we'll look at is how to put a message into a folder. There's a couple of ways to do that. One option would be if you're already inside of an email message. So if you're reading a message and you're done with the message and you want to put it away into a folder so it's no longer in your main inbox, you can go up to the menu bar at the top and you'll see a button that if you hover above will indicate Move To. This is the button to use to move an email message into a folder. Simply click on that button and you'll see a list of all of your folders. You can just click on any one of the folders to move that message into that folder. Now, if it turns out you have a lot of folders and it takes a while to get through them, simply start typing in the name of the folder and it will narrow it down to folders that match that. That can save you a lot of time. Then you can simply click on that folder and move that message into that folder. Another way to put messages into folders is by dragging and dropping. So if you're on the main Gmail screen where you see the full list of your messages, you can simply hover your mouse above the beginning part of a message line, hold down your mouse button, and you can drag a message and drop it into a particular folder. Now you can do multiple messages this way as well. Simply check the box in front of the different messages. And again, hover your mouse above the beginning part so it changes into a little hand. Hold down, and you can drag and move multiple messages at once using that method. The third and final option to talk about is how to create new folders when you need them. So there's a couple of options for this as well. If we go back over to the left-hand side and go to the bottom of our list of folders, you'll see an option that says More. If you click on that to expand it out, you get a few other options there, including one that says Create New Label. Again, Gmail calls folders labels. If I click on Create New Label, it'll pop up a screen where I can put in a name for my new label. Now, if this is a top-level folder, you can just leave it like that and click Create. If you're putting it underneath an existing folder, then you can say Nest this, and you can choose which folder you want to put it underneath. In this case, I'll create this as a top-level folder. Another way to create a folder is while you're inside of an email message. So let's say I'm inside of this message here about civil rights online training, and I want to put it into my PD folder, but I've decided I want to have a subfolder specifically for these types of messages. Well, because I haven't already created the folder, I can create it on the fly while I'm moving it. So if I go up to the same Move To button that we used earlier when we moved a message into a folder, and I click there, even though I don't have the folder that I want something inside of the PD folder, I can go down to the bottom of this drop-down menu and I can choose Create New. That will allow me to create a new folder. We'll call this one Civil Rights, and we'll nest it underneath the PD folder that we already have created. So we're doing two things at once. We're creating the new folder, and we are moving this message into the folder while we do that. Click the Create button, and the folder is created, and the message is moved into that folder. Using these options, you can organize and keep your inbox clean by moving messages into folders as needed after you're done processing those messages.